Hello, fourth graders. Can you do a 360? I can't, but you think you probably heard that term before, right? A 360 is when someone spins all the way around. Welcome to Unit 5, Lesson 11 here. Today we're going to talk more about turns. And what we can use to measure them. So, if you remember last time, we talked about like half turns and quarter turns and 3/4 turns. We have a way that we can measure the amount, how far something turns. Okay, now this is a different type of measuring, right? If you're measuring length, we use centimeters or feet, right? If you're measuring the amount of liquid in something, right, capacity, we could measure liters, use liters and milliliters. When you're measuring turns, the standard unit of measure for angles is called a degree. Okay, a degree is a very, very small angle or a turn. And you can see the symbol for degree right there? Okay, it's that tiny zero that kind of floats up by the number. So if you had 1 degree, look at that. That's how far 1 degree is open. You can hardly see it, right? Because in an entire circle, right, if you spin all the way around like this, you're going 360 degrees, right? So this is just 1 degree. If I went all the way and turned all the way around the circle, that would be 360 degrees. Okay, so a degree is 1/360th of a circle. If I add it up, right, 360 of those, then I would get the entire circle, 360 over 360. Our goal here today is to estimate the measurements of angles. And when we're measuring the estimates of angles, when we're estimating measurements of angles, we are going to think about how far they are open, right? Not how big the lines are. It doesn't matter if the lines are this big or this big. What we're going to be concerned about is the inside, right? How far an angle turns from one line segment or ray to the other. Okay, and our standard is here. You can see that it's talking about different angles and how they are created and how they're used. So my name is Mr. Degree. We're going to be using degrees. Now, this says pipe cleaner, but you can really grab anything, 2 straight objects. Okay, so just like yesterday, 2 pencils, 2 straws, 2 anything. Okay, and this will work. So what I want you to do is we're going to be creating some angles. You will need page 182. Find that page for me. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to make the vertex set right on page 182. So see how I've done this, right? I have both. There's going to be 2 things here, right? So let me just show you with another one, right? Maybe you have 2 pencils. I want you to have them both pointed right there to the top, right? So that it's not open at all. So what we have here, we just have 0 degrees. It's not open at all. The next thing I want you to do is to turn. So when I did this, right, I took one of my pencils or whatever you're using, and now we start to open it. And we're getting bigger and bigger, and we're moving a 1/4 turn. All right, you have seen this type of angle before. I know you have. What kind of angle did we just make? This is a right angle. Okay, you can see it right here, right? See that square corner? And we're going to label the degrees on your math journal. I want you to write right over here at this point, 90. And then the little degree symbol is a little 0 like that. Write that down in your math journal. All right, now let's turn some more. We're going to make a half turn. So what I did here, I was at my 90 degree, right? So I went 0, and now I have 90 degrees. And now I'm going to go all the way halfway there. So I was open 90, and then I just opened 90 degrees more. Do you know what's your guess? How many degrees now do you think? I know you probably don't know, but what do you think? I was open 90, and then I opened it 90 more. If you said 180, you're right. Okay, and if you didn't, that's okay. We're just learning this for the first time here. So this is 180 degrees. Write it down. And this angle is the easiest thing in math to remember. See how this is perfectly straight? This is called a straight angle. Isn't that nice? Right? This is a straight angle. It is 180 degrees. All right, let's go a little bit further here. So now look what I've done, right? I started over. I did that again. I started here, right? I opened it some more, right? So that would be about 30. That would be about 70. Now I'm up to 90, right? We recorded that. Then I kept going. I got up to 180. And now I'm going to go for another quarter turn. I am now at 270 degrees. Okay, write that down right there on your math journal. And this angle, now this angle right here looks like a right angle. But what we're going to focus on, because we didn't turn that way, we turned this way. Okay, so this angle goes around the outside. Isn't that weird? Right? This angle that's more than 180 degrees has a special name, and it is called a reflex angle. Reflex. I know you haven't heard that one before. That's a new one, right? So we could, if we have more than 180 degrees, right, we're measuring the turn around the outside. So sometimes you have to look and see where the arrow is. Okay, that is a reflex angle. Okay, we're estimating measurements of angles. Now, let's get into this, right? Thinking about different types of angles. So an acute angle is greater than 0, but less than 90. So let me show you all these acute angles, right? So this is an acute angle. So's this, so's this, so's this, but not this. This is 90. That's a right angle. So let's look. I'm going to try to make... See this right here? Let's see if we can bring that over here. We're gonna look and see about how big that is. Well, we're gonna put it up this way. See how I kind of did that here? So this is going to be more than 0, but less than 90. So I'm going to predict, so let's see, that's a little bit more than halfway. So I think this angle is 50 degrees. Do you agree? 50 degrees, right? So an acute angle is more than 0, but less than 90. Acute angle. What's an acute angle again? It's more than 0 degrees, but less than 90 degrees. A right angle, you know this one, I don't even need to ask you. 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees. We take one of these and we turn it, right? An angle, when we're measuring degrees, it is measuring how much something turns. Obtuse. All right. An obtuse is greater than 90, but less than 180. Right? So if this were pointed straight up right here like this, well, that's not very straight, but that would be 90. But this is more than 90. What's your estimate? How far do you think this is open? More than 90, but less than 180. Right? It's less than 180 because if it was 180, it would be straight. What do you think? All right, I would guess, let's see, probably like 150 maybe, right? Somewhere around there, maybe 140, 160, 150 degrees, okay? Because this would be 90. Bad job of straight again. This would be 180. So somewhere in the middle there leaves us with that 150. See how this works? We're just estimating today. A straight angle, my favorite name in math. Let me make it for you. How many degrees is that straight angle? It's 180 degrees. Okay, so knowing these different types of angles is important. A reflex angle, see how it's more than 180? This turn goes farther around. So this turn, right? Let's see, can we bring that down here? Nope. Okay, but that turn, right, it goes more than 180. So it kind of goes, to about there. I'm going to guess that that's, around 200 degrees. Right? You'll know that it's a reflex angle if the arrow goes farther around than just a straight line or a straight angle. Okay, so this is our goal today, to estimate the measurement of these angles. So what you're going to do on page 183 here is to take these angles that you see, and you're going to estimate how wide they are and what type they are. So let's see. Let's do one together here. Let's do angle B. Okay, angle B is open up just a little bit, and we can look back at what we did earlier, right? Way back here, right? So the angle B that we're looking at is open, about like that. So that angle, it's not obtuse. It's not a right angle. Let's find that page again. There it is. Okay, it's open just a little bit. Do you remember the name? It's called an acute angle. So for B, we're going to write the word acute right here. And then you're going to estimate how many degrees do you think it is, right? Look at that. Look at this, your page right next to it, okay? You can see that it's going to be less than 90, but more than 0. So you're going to find that estimate. You're going to put down how many degrees you think it is open. All right, fourth graders. Now, as we move forward, we're going to continue talking about degrees and then figure out ways to measure them exactly. But today is all about estimating. If you need any help with estimating or angles, please reach out, let me know. And good luck.